Sports Talks. On the pole, Ron Kirkpatrick in 65, Chris Miller in 70, Kevin Locker in 13, Ron Dake 75, 38 Kevin McClintock, 17 Randy Smart, 4 we're going to read. Just one retired. Joe Pukes in car 4 and Chris Grubbs in car 24. Missed him in the additional lineup. Ron Kirkpatrick in 24 and Kevin Locker in 13 set the pace. Next time by. Here we go. Caution flag, no start, no start. Here we go. Kevin Locker out in front. Out in front. Kevin Locker second. Nick Grubbs third, and he touches Kevin Locker. Ron Dig out in front. Kevin McClintock second. Chris Grubbs in that third spot. Randy Smart fourth. Randy on the inside of Nick Grubbs. White flag coming out this time by. Ron Day, Kevin McClintock, Randy Smart, Chris Grubbs, Kevin Locker, and Ron Kirkpatrick. Your winner, Ron Dig in car 75. Okay, here's your lineup. Brian Bernard in 51, Bob Pathwater Sr. in 75, Phil Button Jr. in 79, Todd Miller 77, and Keith Anderson in car 32 rounds out your field. Brian Bernard, 51, Bob Pathwater Sr., 75. 51, Bob Pathwater, Senior 75, Phil Button Jr. in 79, Keith Anderson 32, and Todd Miller 77 rounds out your field. Halfway. Bill Button Jr. gonna move on the inside, up to second on the inside. Keith Anderson caught on the outside. Todd Miller from the back in the second, and he might have the lead coming down the backstretch. Brian hanging on. White flag. Keith up to third now. 51 showing away Bernard. Miller gets the lead a little bit, but here comes Bernard back. Wins it. There's your winner, Brian Bernard in car 51. Hey, here's your lineup. Joe Oliver 50. 95, Ronald Button in 95. 48, Adam Stewart. 74, Bob Pathwater Jr. 47, who did not get a qualifying time. He had trouble in qualifying. Then 10 is Torrey Gibson. Teddy Oliver, 49. Here we go. Joe Oliver and Ronald Button showing the way. Adam Stewart third. Here comes Teddy Oliver, 3 wide, bringing, and it's a caution. No start. Just said the head got turned off. Ronald Button out in front, Teddy Oliver second. Bob Pathwater Jr. in that third spot. Adam Stewart fourth, and Torrey Gibbs taking to the pits. Caution out. Caution is out. 2 in, 6 to go. Teddy Oliver out in front. Pathwater Jr. second. lap. Black flag coming out for Stewart. That's why he's in the infield. White flag coming out. Your winner, Teddy Oliver, Bob Pathwater Jr., and Ronald Button. Your winner of the second heat of the Pure Stocks tonight, Teddy Oliver in 49. Okay, moving into the fast heat race of the compacts. On the pole will be John McNutt from Uricksville. Tammy Rufner from Uricksville flank him on the outside. Gruel in 95. Tank Grove 22. Johnny Campbell 27. Kelly McNutt 36. Jay Hunt 33. 65 Adam Mishler, and your top qualifier tonight 47 Don Rufner Jr. John McNutt, lead lap one. Amy Rupner second, on the outside. Rule in that second spot. Campbell third. Good. Roll. Campbell. Hunt. John McNutt out in front. Roll. Campbell on the outside of Grohl for second. White flag. John McNutt out in front. He should win it. All bundled up for second on back. the fast heat tonight from Uricksville, John McNutt in car 35. Okay, your second heat race, Jason Anthony in 77, Chris Bloom in 151, 91, Isaac Fairby in 91, 8 is Jeffrey Orr, 28, Tim Westerfield Jr., 19, Rick Hess, 87, Brad Henry, 3, Kyle Grove, and 118. Wesley Ennis. It's Ennis, Wesley Ennis. Here we go in 118. Jason Anthony. Here comes Jeffrey Orr on the inside. Chris Bloom at 151. Brad Henry trying to make it 3 wide into 3. Isaac Fairby holds on to 3rd. Tim Westerfield Jr. trying to move up in 28 as Jeffrey Orr shows away in 8. Halfway to these guys tonight. Jeffrey out in front. Chris Bloom 2nd. 3rd is Isaac Fairby. 4th is Kyle Grove. 5th is Tim Westerfield Jr., then Jason Anthony, Wesley Ennis in 118, Brad Henry 87, and Rick Hess in 19. White flag out for Jeffrey Orr. Tight battle for 3rd. Jeffrey Orr wins it. Chris Bloom, Isaac Fairby, Tim Westerfield. Jeffrey Orr in 8, your second heat winner tonight. Okay, 3rd heat. Pat Moore in car 80. Larry Ennis out there in 20. He'll move back up. He's having a little transmission trouble getting there in gear. 02 is Page. 2. Morgan. 175 is Justin Reniker. 127 is Jim Campbell. 43, Dave Hawkins Jr. 07 is Don Rufner III. And 41 is Tim Fredericks in 41. Pat Moore, Larry Ennis will bring him in. 02 is Jesse Page. 2 is Jason Morgan. 175, Justin Reniker. 127, Jim Campbell. 43, Dave Hawkins Jr. Don Rufner the third in 07, and Tim Fredericks in 41 is your field for the third heat. On this brisk, cold night, opening night at Midvale Speedway for 2009. Here we go! Pat Moore out in front. Larry Ennis hard on the outside, trying to hang on a second. Here comes Jesse Page on the inside in 02. They touch. Kevin Rennicker in 175 during the dirt dome in that turn 1 and 2. Dave Hawkins Jr. in 43. Don Roofer the third in that 07, and Tim Fredericks in 41. Here comes Jesse Page on the outside of Pat Moore, trying to take over that lead. Pat still hanging on. Jim Campbell up to third. Oh, we got a smoker. Tim Fredericks blowing smoke as they cross the start-finish line. He's taking her to the pits. Halfway. 4 in, 4 to go. Pat trying to hang on, but Jesse's inching his way in the lead here, right there. Jim Campbell in third. Then Kevin Rennicker, Jason Morgan, Don Roofer the third, and Larry Ennis. White flag coming out as Jesse Page has now taken over the lead. Pat Moore trying to hang on to second, Jim Campbell third. Checker flag. Jesse Page. Your winner from Canton, Ohio, Jesse Page. Your winner of the third heat. Compacts tonight. Dane Martin in 23 brings him in. Outside of him is 39. I'll get it. Don. 39. Novacek in 39. 6. Kyle Lawson in 6 tonight. 81 is no green. Yellow is out. Okay, here's your lineup out there. Or some of the cars out in that heat race. We'll just go down them. 39 is Don Konovacek. 6, Kyle Lawson. 133, Joe Konovacek. 81, Cassidy Button. 79 out there. Let's see, Pat Carnes is 79. 32, Billy Nicholas. And Dane Martin in 23 is in this field. Dane Martin bringing him across the line. First race ever. Here we go. Konovacek in 39, and here comes 61. I missed him in the lineup. the outside. Well, here comes 61 back. Joe Canova second, 33, 133. Billy Nicholas in 32 moving up. Halfway. White flag coming out. Christie finished the race, though. Your winner, Justin Van Fossen in car 61, picks up the 4th heat tonight. Okay, moving to the 5th and final heat race. Perk Pile in 119. 76 must be Kenny Jewell. 96, Kenny Griffith. Neil Rowley in 46, Paul Stahl 05, 08 of Taylor Moore, Todd Walker in 42, and Ashley Page in 14 will join the field. Here we go. Pile in 119. Kenny Jewell 76. Griffith in 96. Neil Rowley 46. Taylor Moore moving up to 3rd. Todd Walker 42, hanging in there. Neil Rowley in the lead in 46. Kenny Jewell 2nd. Ashley Page still out there in competition. Neil Rowley showing the way in 46, halfway. Griffith fourth. Taylor Moore fifth. Taylor would like to make it 3 wide in 1 and 2. White flag coming out. White flag. Bill Rowley coming out of 4th. Your winner, Kenny Griffith, or Kenny Jewell finished in that 2nd spot. Your winner of the 5th and final heat race tonight, Neil Rowley in car 46. Okay, moving into the fast feature for the compacts. On the pole, Kyle Gruhl, 3, 35, John McNutt, 7, Tammy Rupner, 95, Gruhl, 22 of Rector's car tonight, 27, Campbell, 36, Kelly McNutt, 33 of Jay Hunt, 65, Adam Mishler. Your top qualifier tonight, 47, Don Rupner Jr., 87, Brad Henry, 19, Rick Hess, Tim Westerfield Jr., 28, Jeffrey Orr, a heat race winner earlier tonight in 8, and Isaac Farabee, 91, round out your field. Top 10 have been inverted. 15 racing laps still go. This is the first feature of the 2009 racing season here at Midvale Speedway. Here we go. Kyle Gruhl in that 2nd spot. Third is Tammy Rupert, John McNutt in that 4th spot. 5th, John Campbell, then Jay Hunt, Grove, Adam Mishler, Kelly McNutt. Gruhl 2nd, John McNutt 3rd, 4th, Johnny Campbell. Gruel, your leader in 95. Campbell, Johnny Campbell second. John McNutt third. Grove in that fourth spot. McNutt, Adam Mishler, here we go. Ron Rooster Jr., Tammy Rooster. John Campbell in that second spot. Johnny Campbell going for the lead out of 4. Here comes Campbell on the outside. White flag coming out. Gonna be a close one. Kyle Gruel in 95. Johnny Campbell must have got second. John McNutt third. I believe Kelly edged out Adam for fourth at the start-finish line. Derek Gruel in 95.
Derek, congratulations. You did have a few feature wins last year. New Peak season, new number. You have a lightning McQueen car. Look, you're a lightning McQueen here. Video, see if we can pick up the win. The car looks pretty good. Yeah, and a little more and walk into the season. More tense. Johnny got on the outside of you. Looked really fast. You just kind of messing with him a little bit. Yeah, well, I got him last year. I think you were good run. Harry Gruel, 95 car, your winner here tonight, the compact fast feature. Late model. Lining up back inside the little fence.
Okay, moving into the late model feature event of the evening. On the pole will be Bob Eichel in 69. Greg Bueller 21. Tom Garbrand 30. 27, Rich Markham, 18. Mark Willison, 1. Brian Smith, here we go. Caution's out, caution's out. '53 is Mike Miller. 1 is, or 122. Ernie Shook at 122. Bubba Smith at 12. 00. Todd Ripley. Here we go. Robinson, Ritter, and McAllister. No start, no start. Muley out in front, Tom Garbrandt second. We might get a lap in this time. Greg Muley out in front at 21. Tom Garbrandt second. Mark Willison in 18. He's in that third spot. Caution out. William Robinson in 14 in turn 2. Mark of your top 4. Brian Smith, Bud Miller, Todd Ripley, Ernie Shook, Bubba Smith. And William Robinson 14. Ritter in 28 and McAllister in 47. Caution out. Well, under his qualifying time is Greg Muley. He'll have to go to the back. Rich Markham 5th. Bubba Smith in 6th. Washing out again. 28 up in turn number 2. Ripley inherits the lead. Long Harbor in 2nd. Bubba Smith, Mike Miller, Ernie Shook, William Robinson, and Dave McAllister. Your feature winner, Todd Ripley in 00 from Jeanette in Hutton, Ohio. You're welcome.
Todd, congratulations. The car was a rocket in the outside lane. He got locked in there in the early lap, and I said, if he ever gets in the outside lane by himself, he's going to go to the front. And that he did.
Yeah, it was so tough. I got to thank Ryan Tedesco. He tried to help set it up with some of the suspension. My sponsor is Oil Electric, King Ringo Plastics, Aquaton Oil, and Ripley Nursery.
Pretty strong lead model field as we grow as the season goes on. Tonight it's nice to get the first one under the hook.
Serious.
Here again for your winner, Todd Ripley.